Hello there, I'm Steve Arcade, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of How It Started, How Gamers Became Gamers. This podcast is all about taking a trip down memory lane with everyday gamers, learning the who, what, when, where, and how behind their love for gaming. Along the way, we'll discuss different gaming-related topics and thoughts on all things gaming. For this episode, Ben and I are happy to welcome Ben's longtime friend and member of our COD squad, Peter, otherwise known as Corpselab. We'll talk about the Atari 2600, the Commodore 64, why Contra was his first love in gaming, Nintendo Power, Resident Evil, the Rockstar game Manhunt, the forthcoming game The Evil West, Season 2 of Black Ops Cold War, Ben terribly mispronounces Mortal Kombat character names, and more. We hope you enjoy the show. Okay, welcome to yet another episode of How It Started, How Gamers Became Gamers. I am with my co-host, as always, Ben, and today we're here with Peter, also known as Corpselab. Peter, thank you for joining us today for this episode.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming. So they say that gamers don't get older, they level up. So what level are you?
Unfortunately, level 44.
Finally, someone older than me on the pod. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the man. Yes,
Thank
There
you.
go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Finally,
Should we have a little
Good
achievement?
God. I mean, I'm 2 weeks away from 41. Shit, man, I'm feeling old. All these kids that come on this pod, like I'm 33, I'm 30. I'm like, fuck, what I wouldn't give. Okay, so this ought to be a trip down for both of us down memory lane then.
Yeah.
So tell me, who first exposed you to video games? And if you don't have a who, then how did you first get exposed to video games?
I do have a who. My parents got me my first Atari 2600.
Oh, nice. I had the 7800. So what was the first couple games that you played on that?
I had Phoenix. I don't know if you heard of that. Pitfall,
Yes, Pitfall.
Space Invaders, Asteroids, which that was my favorite.
Sure. Pitfall was the closest you could get to being Indiana Jones in a
Pretty
video
much.
game.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it was. That was your the Indiana Jones simulator. They did eventually come out with an Indiana Jones game. I had it on the Commodore 64.
Ooh, I had
loved
that too.
game. You had a Commodore 64?
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah. Okay, what else did you
Yeah.
play on Commodore? Tell
Oh,
me.
wow. I want to say, I think it was a karate game. I want to say it might have been Double Dragon.
Karateka.
I'm not 100% sure.
Karateka.
Never
Pull it
heard
up right now. Google it, my man, because I'm telling you right now, I know you're going to recognize it. If you're talking about a karate game, it was kind of a side scroller, right? And you fight like one dude at a time.
Yeah, it was like the normal, like
And
the
they get
Street
harder
Fighter
as
type
you went through
games.
your
Yeah,
time, like,
it might have been that.
House level
Yeah.
by level.
It might have been that.
Karateka.
Yeah, what else do I had? Wow, it's back memory lane here.
What
Mission
about
I think
Wasteland?
Impossible.
Did you
No,
play the
Impossible
original
Mission.
Wasteland. No.
I
Okay.
think it was called Impossible Mission, which was similar to Mission Impossible, but that's all I remember. I forgot.
It's
what
so
I did.
funny how what's the word I want to look for? Obvious and cheap the knockoffs of things were back in the 80s. Like you were
Yep.
just like, dude, I know I know what you're doing here. No, I swear to God, it's totally different. This
Yep.
is Impossible Mission. You see that one?
It's
Mission Impossible.
this is different.
Totally
it's
different.
different. Yes.
Totally
You
different.
see,
The
in
words-
ours,
The words are
it's
switched.
impossible to do the mission. In theirs, the mission is just impossible.
There was no
Totally different.
column. It was just
Totally
straight.
different.
There was no column.
Completely
No
different.
mission column impossible. It's just
So,
impossible
okay.
mission.
What stands out to you as the first? Like everybody had their first love. You know, you had your first crush. You know what I mean? That one that sticks out to you. So, what was your first love in gaming? Like, what game? Just that's the one that just
From
made
like
you
what,
a
the
gamer.
Atari or just whatever?
Any system, doesn't matter. I mean,
Uh,
it might have
I'll
been
say-
10 years into your gaming that you were like, wow,
Now I'll say Contra.
Contra. Why?
That shit was good. It was two players. My brother and I used to play it pretty much every day in the summer. It was just we did stuff together, so that was a fun game.
Did you try to beat it legit, or did you do like
Yeah,
the
we
rest
did.
of us
Yeah,
and
we
use the cheat codes?
we played it straight through. I didn't start doing cheat codes till later as I got older.
But the thing about cheat codes back then was it was like a real
Up, down, left, right. Oh, no, yeah.
Well, no.
I
What I
guess.
was going to say is it was a real accomplishment to get your hands on a cheat code.
Well, yeah.
Because it wasn't like they were just putting them out there. Like there was no, you know what I mean? Like you had
no
to
internet.
You either had to have a subscription to the right magazine, or you had to have friends that were in the know somehow.
Yeah.
Like maybe they had a cousin that lived in California whose son is the son of the engineer that made the game over at Nintendo of America or something like that. Like,
well, it's COVID stuff.
Oh man, no! Like this was one of those things. Like, so did you have did you have an NES? Did you have NES?
Yeah, I had the next gaming system after that was Nintendo NES. Yep.
And I'm surprised I have never brought this up in all the episodes we've done so far, but I'm going to bring it up now because it comes to mind. Did you have a subscription to Nintendo Power magazine?
No, I used to just have my mom buy it for me when in stores or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the same thing as having a subscription, though. You would get it regularly, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah. So did you ever do what we did and like take pictures of your TV of the end screen of games and then mail them into Nintendo Power in the hopes of getting published in the magazine?
No, I think at that point I didn't have a phone or a camera at that point, so no, I was just celebrating to myself.
Well, cameras weren't 10 phones
but
back
I just
then.
didn't buy any.
I don't know if you know.
A little 120 millimeter of that shit was.
We had like the little disposable cameras and shit that they would sell back then.
And those almost like a little I forgot the one that 120 millimeter, whatever that thing was.
I don't know. I mean, I had like a small camera that just didn't have any zoom or whatever that used regular, film.
Yeah.
That you'd Kodak. God, remember using actual camera film and then taking it to the store and having it developed. Ben probably has no notion of this whatsoever.
Back in my days, we had to go to the store to get our pictures
I know about developing your pictures.
Oh yeah.
Well, like doing it yourself, or you mean actually doing it at the store?
Doing it at the store and then waiting for it to come back,
and then going back and like looking through the baskets and picking out yours on the honor system that you're not taking somebody else's. I mean, how many times do you think
you find out half of them are of your thumb?
Oh my god! So Contra, because you played it with your brother. How old is your brother?
5 years older than me. He's 49 currently.
So is he still a gamer now, like you?
Nah.
Just not interested anymore?
That faded away. Yeah, nah.
Okay. What other games did you and your brother like playing together as you grew up?
for Nintendo and Ninja Gaiden. All the Marios 1, 2, and 3, pretty much.
Sure.
Hated Zelda. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I think that was the first one that had a save, right? Because it had a battery in it.
Zelda.
I think so.
Probably.
That was a gold one. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I think the gold one was Zelda 2, A Link to the Past.
I thought it was the first one. I could be wrong.
I'm not sure.
It was a long time ago.
I'm legitimately not sure.
Other than that, it had a lot.
You didn't like Zelda?
Shit. Nah.
Is it a general dislike for RPGs or just Zelda?
No, I watched my friends played it when I went to their house, and I didn't really connect to it. Just didn't like it at all. I'm like, it's meh. So I never really got to enjoy it.
Okay, fair enough. So then, would you say that video games was something that you and your brother bonded over?
It was something we did beside everything else because we used to bike ride together. So we were close as growing up. So there was just something more that we did together.
Another thing you could do.
Yeah,
that's
like before school or when we got home from school, was play.
Okay, right on.
After that was PlayStation 1. Yeah, that's when I was then introduced to Resident Evil.
And that became like your thing?
Yep.
So is that like Resident Evil? Would you say that's like your favorite game or franchise of all time?
Overall, yeah.
Okay. Why?
Yep. Zombies, you get to murder things and not get in trouble for it.
And not get in trouble for it.
So is that like the storyline in specific or anything? It's just the slaughtering of undead?
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked horror. Like, yeah, as a kid, I liked horror. So that was another thing. Zombies, blood, it's always something I always geared towards. So I always enjoyed doing that. And also going to like different rooms and buildings was kind of cool. Going to different houses, kind of puzzles and trying to figure out how to get to your next level.
Sure.
All right, yeah. So what was the worst game that you've ever played? The one that you're just like, this is terrible.
Oh, wow.
I can't stand it.
Put me on the spot here.
Or it could be something that just was like really disappointing, like all hype and no payoff. That also could qualify.
What was that game called? Yeah.
So okay, so far we understand that it's a game.
So you just, I
It
mean,
is a
maybe you
game.
just like video games so much that you don't really have one that sticks out.
Maybe not.
Were
I mean,
there
I say
any games
Zelda.
that
I never really
disappointed you
played
in the last 5 years that you were like super hyped for, and you were just, I mean, there's a lot of games to be disappointed about in the last 5 years.
Unfortunately,
let's be honest.
I mean, I know we turn to
Pick your
get games
poison.
that I know I like, so I kind of don't like dabble. So I don't know.
So you like to pick and choose your games very carefully.
Pretty
then.
much, yeah. Unless it's free, then I'll just get it. Oh, this game sucks, but I don't think I remember anything that I've got so far free that I downloaded that I remember not liking.
You're like, ugh, this thing is just terrible. I don't want to play it anymore.
Pong. I said Pong. It was disgusting.
How about a game?
Pong.
How about a game that you got thinking you were going to spend a lot of time on that maybe just didn't hold your interest as long as you thought?
I think back in the days. Hold on. Like I said, I've always just gotten games I knew I liked, so I never really guessed and dabbled.
You're the most fucking positive guest we've ever had on the show. I don't know what to do with you, man.
Positivity.
Like I can't say.
Okay, so what's your
Positivity.
game? What's your gaming like right now? What are you into right now? What are you playing?
Warzone, obviously, and whenever I get a chance, but
Sure.
between work and kids and all that stuff,
Right.
and mindset. Borderlands. I'm waiting for the new Resident Evil one to come out in May, I think, whenever that comes out.
Right.
Part 8.
Right.
Pretty much that. So it's pretty much between Warzone and every once in a while Borderlands whenever we get to it. Yeah.
I feel like that's something I need to get back into.
Sometimes
3.
Grand Theft Auto when I want to murder things again and not get in trouble for it. Steal cars and all that good stuff.
We've been trying to get you in on these heists, man. They're
I know. I heard the story mode takes too long to start the online, so I've been kind of.
Well, didn't you already play through the story mode some?
Yeah,
story mode, yeah, but not the online.
To play it.
I did story mode, but not online yet.
Yeah, no, it's just a very basic like tutorial quest that gets you into the world, and then you're good.
Yeah, so like there's a tutorial of some sort, and then after you complete that, it puts you and makes you do one mission or whatever, and then you're able to do whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because somebody told me it was long. I don't want to name any names.
Well, it takes a little bit, but it's not.
I think we're talking about the same person, and this person happens to have very little patience at certain times, and that's okay.
Who, me? When you get to my age,
like, fuck this, I'm done.
When you get to my age, you have no patience left.
So okay, let's move. So I'm gonna assume I know the answer to this, but what's your gaming mistress? Like, what's the game? And it has to. I would like to hear a specific game, not just franchise. That like you can always go back to. That like right now today you could sit down and play it and be pleased with.
Well, the game I wish I could go back to and play, which is still I think in PlayStation 1, not PC. I don't know if you heard of it. The game Manhunt.
Yes, I know Manhunt.
That game
play
is
it very
beautiful.
much.
I love that game.
That's a Rockstar game.
Yep. But that was PS1, I think.
And what was that game about?
Stealth, pretty much, just trying to get to point A from point A to point B. You forgot what the mission was, but
storyline wise, wasn't it like
some scientist trying to took yours? I don't know. It was a while. I don't remember, but it's pretty much stealth. You have to pretty much pick up rocks or glass, shards of glass, and knives, and pretty much the whole game is trying to just be in stealth and
you're
going behind people. Yeah, but at the same time, you have to
metric
weird
shit
people.
Ton of people.
Yeah,
through a cityscape, right? Aren't you in a city?
In the beginning, yeah.
They added a fun mode that's very similar to that. That's almost kind of like a Dead by Daylight mode to GTA Online that you can play, where one person in your group is hunting everybody else.
Okay. Oh,
it's hilarious. It can get really funny really quick. Yeah. We should try it sometime if we can get everybody on.
That was the one game I'm surprised they never they remade.
And remaster, bring to the
or just continue with it because they had part 2. I played the second one in PSP.
It seems like they try to be very careful about what they bring out nowadays. I think that's why they hesitate to bring Bully or do Bully 2 very quickly because there's just a different social climate as far as like what's acceptable and what's not. And I think they're afraid to kind of cross that line a whole lot. You can't really blame them
Oh,
from
yeah,
a
no.
business perspective.
That's accurate.
But I think that may be part of what gets in there. So would you say that gaming overall has had like a positive impact on your life?
I mean, yeah, it just is a place to escape from reality sometimes. But positive. I mean, yeah, I met friends, Ben. I met you. Because before Ben, I was never PC. It was always console. So kind of working with Ben and having him talk about PCs every day, games every day, Borderlands every day. Back then,
every day.
Kind of got me interested in playing. And wow, watching him play. I think the first time I watched him, it was playing Series Sam. I think the first one.
Okay.
At your old
First
apartment.
encounter. Yeah, that's
yeah. But just having Ben pretty much talk
back.
about it every day is kind of got me into it, and so that's pretty much that positive. I met some good friends with that
the social aspect.
Yeah,
positive influence on your life. So, viewers, in case you're not aware, I should have brought this up at the beginning, but Peter and Ben are good longtime friends.
Yes.
And I've known Peter now for I guess a couple of years off and on. We've never met in person. That eventually might change, pandemic willing.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So
hope so.
So an overall positive influence. I'm sorry, Ben.
No, that's okay.
Please go on.
I was just gonna say, is there any games that are coming out that you're looking forward to? I know you had mentioned the next Resident Evil game.
Yeah,
but
Village.
Was there anything else that you're looking forward to?
There's that one, the Evil West. I think that is. Oh, that looks like a Western type of fighting demons. Forgot what the exact premise of it is. And the one that reminds me of Left 4 Dead when I showed you as well, Ben.
Evil West.
I'm not familiar with the Evil West. What is the Evil West?
So what is the synopsis on the Evil West?
Tell us about it, please.
The trailer that I've just seen is pretty much you're in the West and you're
the old
demons.
West?
Yeah. The West, yeah. Cowboys. He's on a horse killing demons.
The old West. I don't think we have too many
stuff.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's cowboys, but I don't think they're just riding around on horses everywhere.
You never know.
They're just everywhere.
If they are, I guess maybe they are. I don't.
They're just scattered. Sometimes I see them out in the field.
Some guy said "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker," and I was like, "What? What?"
Wait, what? Pretty much a dark menace consumes the Old West.
A dark menace consumes the Old West. This is starting to get a little repetitive on these game themes, boys.
Pretty much.
Get a little repetitive on the game themes, gentlemen.
You can do co-op with solo. Yeah, I mean, these days it's all about. This year seems like there's a lot of zombie themed games, but other than that, the Evil West.
You're playing Cold War, right? You're playing Black Ops Cold War right now.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned Warzone, but you didn't mention Black Ops.
Right.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Black Ops. Are you doing mostly zombie mode with Ben over here?
Yeah. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna download update season 2. It'll probably take about 500 gigabytes. Is that what it is?
Oh my god! Yeah, that article. I'm laughing because it's the whole. I guess it's the smugness of being a PC player, partly, admittedly.
Yeah.
But I am. I'm probably gonna still get the fucking battle pass. I'm ashamed of it.
Like, I'll get it, I guess.
Yeah, I want the new character. God damn it. Fuck you, Activision. Fuck you.
Stop putting in things that I want.
Sorry. How are you feeling about Warzone, though, Peter? Like overall, because there's been a lot of controversy. Like, for example, the cheaters. We've talked about the cheaters amongst our group on stream and all that sort of shit. And then the bugs, the fractal guns that go across the screen. And it's like it's not, it's like here's your screen, and now here's your gun. And now here's your screen again, and here's your gun. Like, what the fuck, dude?
What are you doing?
Where's the play testing? Where's the quality control here? God, mother. All right. So, how do you feel about all the BS? Like, do you just? Is it cool with you? Has it hurt your enjoyment of the game?
I mean, when you watch Ben turning to he doesn't see anything. Where am I? And we have to guide him through it. All that stuff. It's kind of annoying, especially when you're.
I remember that. That was terrific.
That was good.
Especially when you're like trying to get to the end and some stupid glitch happens. It's like, fuck, really?
Go left, Ben. Go left.
That's kind
go
of
left.
annoying.
No, go right. Come toward the sound of my voice.
The only thing I do wish they have, sorry, Ben, is they should add seasons in it, like rain, snow, and all that crap.
Like weather
you mean
conditions.
Actual, I'm like, well,
Like
wait a minute,
night
are we
and
in
day,
season
so
Like
like-
they already have season 2.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
I mean, like the weather, like winter, spring, all that, and then like day to night or night to day, depends on where you're playing. Something make it more exciting than what they have so far.
Just more variation.
Yeah.
My only thing with night mode is you either have night mode where it's just like everything's a little bit darker. Meh. Everybody's like, this isn't night mode. Or then you get night mode where you like legitimately have to like, it's almost like you're playing an actual horror game where you have a flashlight. But the only issue with that is everybody else's flashlight is visible.
Yeah.
You know, so like then you're hunting each other down based on who's using their flashlight. And then everybody's complaining about that or they're unhappy about that. So it's
yeah,
like,
I know. People are unhappy. I'm
It's-
sorry.
it's just
it's
make
one
a
of
new-
those, you know.
They should
And
make a new dark mode with the glitch that happened to me where the whole screen just blanks out. You can't see anything.
I know, right? And I love the weather idea, but I'd be so afraid of the weather idea because, damn, they can't even keep the game stable with normal,
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
plain sunlight. You put winter effects in there, and it's just gonna.
So white out.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Each snowflake will be just as distorted as all the guns. You see it?
Anybody running the game on less than a GTX 10 series, they're just gonna watch their GPU go up in flames as soon as the snow comes.
Just trying to process everything.
Snow hits GPU on fire.
Well, if we lived in a
man.
perfect gaming world, then I would like to have winter, fall, summer, and all that stuff. And
No,
spring.
I get you. I'm
just saying. I know because these glitches are gonna probably be
I'm
more of
saying
a
these
problem
are-
than before.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying these are great ideas. I just don't think that they can
Yeah, no.
pull them off because they haven't optimized the game very well. In my opinion,
Oh yeah. No.
as
I
a
agree.
fully uninformed non-programmer, the game is not running great
Yeah. No.
most of the time. Half the time, some of the time it does. Cold War itself in the multiplayer, I think it does. It runs pretty dang well. The new
Right.
map, I tried it out last night. I did enjoy it. I like the new map. The
That done with the
apocalypse map.
zombies. Okay. Cool.
No, not the zombies. I haven't
Oh.
played the zombies. I've
No,
only
is
played
it-
a
is-
little bit of zombies.
Is there like a Warzone with zombies in it or no?
Yes, there's some kind of event going on.
I
Okay.
heard there's like a boat or something, the zombie boat.
There's an outbreak event. There's a boat. I don't know much. I just played
Okay.
one round of the multiplayer last night, and that was what I've done. We may very well discover that tonight on stream. I haven't decided what I'm playing tonight. So, what role did gaming play for you as you grew up? Was you mentioned an escape? Was it like a main thing for you, or were you like into sports and other things like that, and it was more of like a side role? Like how big of a part of your life did it play for you?
No, I was never a sport. Just I always loved using my imagination. So if I could do that, like after school, like bullshit's over, go home, wind down, just play, and just go off into this different world.
I never asked this, and I should have because of our age being so similar. Did you go to arcades?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. What were some of your favorite arcade games?
Back in the days, the Ninja Turtles, Street Fighter, Spy.
Yeah, the
Spy
four-player.
Yep.
Four-player Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Spy Hunter. If you know
Did
that.
your brother play? Yeah, I played Spy
yeah,
Hunter.
yeah, we went together. Yeah,
Okay.
my mom and dad used to take us all together.
Yeah, that was. See, I had two brothers, and one was 5 years younger than me. The other one was only 2 years younger than me. So, like, finding something that we all three could play at the same time was hard to do. So, when that Ninja Turtles box was out there,
Yeah, that was good.
yeah. What about fighting games? Did you get into those, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 2?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
sort
of course.
stuff?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and at one point Mike Tyson's Punch Out on Nintendo. Was it Nintendo? Yes, I think it was
Oh,
Nintendo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson Punch Out. Yeah.
Okay.
Sport wise, I mean, basketball I used to like playing like on games, not actually
Sure,
play
sure.
it.
NBA Jam then?
Yeah, and there was a baseball game. Forgot what it was that I played on the Commodore 64. Soccer sometimes as well too.
So in the arcades, were you more of a like a spy hunter and racing game type of guy? Or were you more into the fighters, more into the side scroller beat 'em ups like Ninja Turtles? And what was your flavor?
I don't think I had a preference. I was just dabbling in whatever kind of I liked at the time. But
your
yeah, it was
parents ever
always
play
like,
games with you.
no, they never really believe in that witchcraft. No.
So they'd supply you with it. They just didn't really want to participate.
Yeah. They used to watch when I was younger.
So what did they do
play,
when
but
you
they
went
never.
to the arcade then? How did they just drop you off and leave you there, or did they?
No, they used to have the friends, like their friends had kids, so they mingled together, and then
They'd
me and my
rotate?
friends women mingled together. Yeah, because it was like in a mall area, so they were doing
Well,
their
yeah.
thing or whatever.
Most arcades were in the mall, and then
Yeah.
of course they were Chuck E. Cheese arcades. But
Never went.
see,
Well,
my mom and my grandma wouldn't mind going to the arcade because they would just go play skee ball.
Yeah.
The whole time they would play skee ball. The whole time, my grandma loved her some skee ball.
nice.
That was her thing. And we'd end up coming out of it playing games that didn't give you tickets, but we still had a bunch of tickets because grandma didn't care about tickets.
Yeah.
I won these playing skee ball for you, Steve. Yes, grandma
Oh,
rules. Grandma rules.
I can get a pencil now.
Hey, or an eraser.
Eraser. Or that sticky hand that you can throw at things.
Yes. So what was your favorite fighting game franchise?
I mean, I'd probably say Mortal Kombat.
Do you still play fighting games now?
So last time I think you had Mortal Kombat, Ben, right? I think at one point, or you still have it.
The what?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, right? I
Mortal
think.
Kombat. Yeah, yes, I do.
8, whatever it is, 9,
have
whichever one you had.
I have Mortal Kombat X, I think.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I played it with you. That one time, last year or 2 years ago.
Well,
whatever it
no,
was.
I thought we played Soul Calibur together.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what it was. Soul
Yeah,
Calibur.
we played Soul Calibur 6 together on the PC.
This intrigues me, Ben. You play Mortal Kombat?
I have not played Mortal Kombat. I have Mortal Kombat X, but I played it a couple times at a friend's house one time. I button mashed the whole time.
I'm just more intrigued by the fact that, I mean, when you get into levels of violence, you can't get really any further than the most recent Mortal Kombat
I think
games.
I
Like, these
played
things are
as
brutal.
I think I played as Kitana or
Katana?
What's the what's the
Katanya. Oh my
yeah, I
God.
don't know.
Somebody help this. I hope Ed Boon never watches this podcast, because if he does, you're gonna get.
I played as that
blackballed from
Iceman. He
Chicago.
throws snowmen at you.
Dear God, Ed Boon, I'm so sorry. I apologize for my co-host, Mr.
I like that arachnid looking
Tanya.
scorpion.
The
My
one girl that
goodness.
has the fans and blades. I forget what.
That is Katana.
Okay, so I
Katanya.
played as her, and that was, like I said, I only played the one time, so I
I've
didn't really
never
get
let anyone live that
I
down.
don't have a sufficient feel of the game, so.
Mortal Kombat X was very good. And then the subsequent XL. The cool thing about the Mortal Kombat series, I think one of my favorite things about it in the last couple iterations has been the guest characters.
Mm-hmm.
In XL, they had Jason, they had Freddy Krueger, they had the freaking Xenomorph alien from
Yeah,
the
Michael
Alien
Myers too?
series. No, I don't think he was
previous to
ever
that.
in. I don't think he was ever in. Michael Myers, the shape is in Dead by Daylight.
I swore he was in the Mortal Kombat. I could be wrong.
You may be wrong. You may be no. It's Jason that's in Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
XL.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm curious now.
the Predator is
Yep.
in Mortal Kombat X, and he's a lot of fun to play. And then in the most recent one, Mortal Kombat 11, you got Spawn, the Joker, Rambo,
Yeah,
the Terminator.
I heard you go talk about Rambo.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Michael Myers is supposed to be on Mortal Kombat 11 at some point. I thought I
Really?
saw him. I mean, there's leaks, but this was like last February of last year, so I don't know how much.
I mean, they keep bringing
accurate.
out more content for Street Fighter 5, I guess. So, like, they put out the Championship Edition, and now they've just announced they're going to put out 5 more fighters, and they're like, "Here's another season pass." And I'm like, "Fuck, man! I thought I just bought the final
Nope.
Street Fighter 5, you motherfuckers!"
Denied.
Oh my God! So now they're putting Dan in it, and other characters. I don't know. I
That's
like
crazy.
Street Fighter, but I'm one of those dip in, dip out type of fighting game players. So I'm going to ask a question that will cover both you and Ben, because I'm curious. Are you also excited for the Mass Effect remaster, or are you not a Mass Effect guy?
Nope. Never played it. Only heard of it from Ben, but I haven't.
Did
He is not massively affected by this.
I am not.
What about Cyberpunk? Did that hold any interest for you?
For like 5 seconds.
Did you get it, or did you just?
Yeah, I bought it. I
like,
played
no?
like the first 20 minutes. I'm like, all right, this is normal game, nothing exciting, at least to me.
So would you say that
Yeah,
that is
PC.
your disappointing game that you thought would
Yes,
be a
there
whole
you
lot
go.
of exciting?
Hey.
There you go. Without
We finally rounded the bend. We got a little bit of
without
negativity
disappointing anybody.
out of this
Yeah.
asshole. Oh my god.
Yeah, all the hype. I mean, I bought it for the hype. Like, all right, this is cool, but I'm like,
you didn't dig it?
No, I mean, I think I heard it gets better when Keanu Reeves' role comes in.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
yeah, I
not
haven't been
far
that
in
far.
either. You just gotta get. I mean, you just gotta
Yeah, I
go
just
through
felt like,
a little bit.
this is
Oh, you
yeah.
should watch. You should watch some of the VODs of me playing it. I'm actually, I'm a few levels up, and I've got the gorilla arms on my character. Those are fun. The gorilla arms just basically make you like Superman powered with your arms. You throw punches that just knock the shit out of people.
nice.
Oh, it's terrific. It's terrific. I've got a clip of me taking on a guy named Placide, who's a real dick in the game, and it came to the point where I'm like, "Oh, is it time to?" Is that it's time? It's I didn't even realize I was supposed to do. And then I look at the mission thing, and it says kill Placide. I'm like, I get to kill Placide? Where's Placide? Oh, is that Placide? Come here, motherfucker. Oh, is that Placide? Placide. Fuck you. It's great. It was the
I
blast.
gotta ask you a
got something
question.
for
Come
you.
here.
Oh no, there was no questions to ask. We were gonna have a little bit of a conversation, my
Nice.
fist to his face. Oh, I was ready to. Oh, he's such a dick in the game. Like that is the one thing about it. Very few RPGs actually get me with the story like that. I care about characters and come to a point where I like or dislike them. I just
Right.
kind of examine them objectively. Placide, I made an exception for that guy. He is a dick. He is an ultra asshole. Do not like Placide. So with that being said, Peter, I know you're not a Twitch guy and you're not a streamer, but in case anyone does want to follow you and get to know you better, because I know you like to do like angle shots of some of your figures that you got back there. You got a really cool collection of stuff. Maybe people like to get to know you better. Where can they find you on the medias that are social?
Ooh, Instagram, but there I go as Project Alien Squid.
Okay.
That'll be Project_Alien_Squid.
And of course, we will have that in our
And
podcast
that's it.
description and the YouTube description. That's it. No
That's
Twitter,
all I'm at.
correct?
No Twitter as of yet. Maybe in the future sometime.
Okay. And no Twitch, right?
No.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah, never know.
You ever thought about
You
streaming?
got a webcam now.
I don't know. I'm enjoying this video stuff, so I'm kind of liking this whole this aspect of it. So I might never know.
Okay. Maybe
I'm
we'll
a
bring
shy
you back
person,
for
but
another
today
episode
was-
sometime
oh,
if
yes.
we can. But you
Please.
gotta have some more negative opinions.
Yes. All right. No more
negative
positivity.
energy.
There's no more positive, no more.
Anger.
All right. So with that being said, we're coming to the close of our time. We are running out of time, so we have to get out of here. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Peter, thank you so much. Ben, with me, as always, my co-host. We want to thank you for your time and for watching yet another episode of How It Started. Take care. Thank you for joining us on this episode of How It Started. If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like, subscribe, and follow us. You can find links to our podcast episodes, social media, and more by going to howitstartedpod.com or by searching for How It Started, How Gamers Became Gamers on YouTube or your favorite podcast platform. We release new episodes on Tuesdays and Fridays. You can find Ben on Twitch at twitch.tv/ZivionV3 and on Instagram at Zivion. You can find Steve on Twitch at twitch.tv/SecretLayerArcade, on Instagram at SecretLayerArcade, and on Twitter at LayerArcade. Until next time, I'm Steve Arcade. From myself and my co-host Ben, thanks for joining us, and be sure to live your best one up.